Ugh.
Skin
I know it's a meat snake. Any snake. You're fucking dead, you're an idiot.
It's that skin hiding.
Oh, hello! Gaming Horseman, obviously. But anyway, in this video I'm doing another reaction. Yay! But in all seriousness, I am reacting to VITA CARNIS. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, because I'm reading it as I see it. But I have not actually seen that. There's a lot of, like, I like analog horror, especially now that I've started doing reactions to them. I guess I'm pretty not well endowed in the analog horror community, sadly. But I'm trying to be. VITA CARNIS, though. I've seen the creator of this, Darian. Yes, I was right. Darian Quiloy. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. He has his playlist for his VITA CARNIS series, and I'm just starting with this one because I'm assuming all of these is in this one, since this is the full footage. And it's gonna be a bit lengthy today, this video. Hope you guys, you know, got some food, got some snacks, got a drink. Because I want to dive on in. I'm curious, because I've been seeing a lot of a meaty face. Yeah, that appealed. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the name of the video. This is VITA CARNIS Living Meat Research Documentary Full Footage. This video talks about and shows images of graphic content like gore, flesh and ice, violence, and death. Viewer discretion is advised. Classified material. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized using of this footage and reproduction to
on planet Earth.
Yes.
Life has thrived for millions of years.
Well, that's good.
Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments.
Yes. It's
From
called
barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found.
It's called evolution.
Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself.
Love those guys.
Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself.
That's not a good thing, because if you introduce a new factor into nature, can't that really screw up the natural order? Right? Because say like you take a bear and you just drop it in a place where there are no bears. Wouldn't that completely disrupt the current ecosystem and change it? I'm pretty certain, because didn't we have that problem when we dropped wolves in to that one place? Trying to remember where. And they basically damn near, they grew out of proportion. Well, it's like how we had a bunch of fucking deer and stuff. I'm getting off topic, sorry.
That is why we, at National Living Meat Research,
Living
have been
meat?
studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life.
Wondrous, huh?
First, what are these new life forms?
VITA CARNIS?
Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931,
Oh,
there
Jesus.
has been much debate on what these newcomers are, and where they came from.
I don't know.
Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth?
Don't
Or
know.
are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity?
I don't know, I haven't seen them.
From what our scientists have discovered, no.
No?
The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth,
Really?
miraculously out of nowhere.
Really?
We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home.
So
What
humanity,
these
humanity had no input on these creatures. Interesting.
creatures are as mysterious and still not well known today.
Dig
But
'em.
here's what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat.
Oh, that says mammals.
Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as VITA CARNIS.
Okay.
The carni species consume decaying,
Made of
organic matter, but their
Made of muscles, organs, and bones, greatly resemble mammals without skin or raw meat. They consume organic material, mainly flesh of other
main
animals.
diet is composed of raw meat, not including their carnis relatives.
So they don't eat each
The
other.
carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl,
What's
which
crawl?
leads to the first creature of the carnis species. The crawl.
Raw, okay.
The crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration.
Okay.
These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi.
Okay.
A primary
Ooh.
stem structure is the host to divisions of other,
Okay,
smaller
then.
branches. In each tendril contains
That's-
a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings.
So it's like a root, like roots, because it looks like veins, really.
The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and
Okay.
organic matter necessary for growth.
So roots, yeah.
The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces.
Oh
Using its
Jesus! Hold
root-like
on, go
tendrils is
back.
mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces.
Look at that one! Holy hell! It's taking over a building. That one, it doesn't look so bad, but we don't see what's underneath the rock. So it could be a lot worse. And then the log's been taken over and it's spreading over. So they can spread big time.
Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means.
That is.
Using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis.
It's like a plant,
The
yeah.
dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth.
Okay. Cool.
Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world.
Whoa, hold
and
on,
can
what
live
was
in
that?
almost all types of environments.
Y'all see that? That bit wasn't covered, and then in a split second it became
Easily
covered.
allowing it to spread across
Yeah.
the world.
I wonder if that's an editing mistake, or if that was intentional. I feel like that was intentional.
And can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has
God.
caused many major changes in nature's balance.
Okay, I'm curious to see how it affects nature, but this looks like something out of The Last of Us, I'm not even gonna lie.
One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead.
Really? So it's...
The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well.
Okay, so you can eat the crawl as well? Interesting. So it's not even a plant, it's its own designation group. Interesting.
The presence of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the
Yeah.
cycle begins again.
Okay, huh.
This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive.
Huh.
Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage.
How?
Because
Fertilizer?
of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness in
Whoa,
nutrients.
hold on, what the hell is that? Radio tower overgrows with crawl? Holy hell.
And its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
That just looks like somebody removed the skeleton and just took the flesh and put it on a rack.
The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer,
Okay.
which greatly increases crop yield and quality.
Okay.
The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans, and reliably so. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
No shit. I wouldn't
The
eat
crawl
it.
also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying.
Seven? That's
Sometimes, in a crawl-populated
a
environment, a
meatball?
node of meat may develop on one of the branches.
A
This
meat?
node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal.
Interesting.
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
Trimmings?
The trimmings.
What the hell is that? Once upon a time, was a distant kingdom. The kingdom was... I can't read the rest of that. Maybe someone in the comments will. Hopefully, because I can't read that.
The trimmings.
Trimmings. Sounds like lemmings.
Trimmings are small animals that resemble
Ugh.
skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head, small eyes, nose and ear holes, and then a
Ugh.
gaped mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs.
I can see that.
All individual trimmings are unique,
That's
each with a
disgusting.
different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics.
That looks like an
One thing
armadillo.
they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue, and are a maximum
Mostly.
of 20 centimeters in length, no
Oh.
larger than a basketball.
So you can throw it. That's good to
Its
know.
life starts with its separation from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume.
Makes sense.
Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals.
Makes sense.
Although its appearance is unsightly,
I'm sorry, but bleh.
You one ugly motherfucker.
I don't care if it's not friendly. I am putting the fire to that thing. Ugh. It's moist. Why is it moist?
it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened. Because
Ugh.
of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators.
So that
Naturally,
adds credence to the VITA CARNIS, the crawl thing not really affecting the ecosystem much, because with these they pop out the crawl and then the predators can eat these along with the crawl.
its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Okay. Mass trimming infestation. Estimate 400 plus trimmings gathered under a large abandoned satellite dish. The reasons are unknown to why this happened or is happening. Okay, so there's like,
Is not. The crawl constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes,
Really?
keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl.
Makes sense, because they come from it.
Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months.
Wow.
Having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
Holy guacamole.
Although
7 months and they're full grown, that's quick.
they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society.
Well, how the hell? Oh my god. What the
They're
fuck
over
is
it.
that one on the right? I know it's probably because the flashlight's making the eyes glow, like how if you take a flashlight out at night, if it hits an animal's eyes, they glow color. But I'm sorry. I'm burning that thing alive. Also, where the hell is this? A fucking mine shaft? And that's like in a fucking cinder block. Alright, you know what? This one's less creepy because he doesn't have the eyes or the teeth. He just looks happy, doesn't he? He's like,
Abundance has even considered them pests, due to them digging through trash bins and making
Who is
excessive noise at
Bonte?
night.
Ugh. Look at the small one.
Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as pets
I
and
couldn't.
relatively domesticate them.
I'm sorry, no.
Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold.
Yeah, something to behold, but I don't think you should.
The next species on our list is the meat snake.
The meat snake. Oh, hold on. During the travels on one of their expeditions, a great storm struck. It was so powerful it swayed the boat. The royal family something and pushed the prince out and into the sea. Well, that's kind of... I guess I was trying to save him. Meat snake
The
time.
meat snake.
I know what's a meat snake. Any snake.
The meat snake is a worm-like creature
Ugh.
made of a variety of types of meat, coated in
Oh.
a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan,
Really?
depending on how much it consumes.
Okay.
When it first separates from
Oh
the
my-
crawl, it is
ugh.
only a few centimeters in length.
It's like a fucking... excuse me. It's like a meat graboid. Ugh.
Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters.
Holy shit!
Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can
Okay. Largest meat snake ever discovered. I know where it's at. And if you know, you know. During a sweep of underground sentiments made during the war, a massive-sized meat snake was discovered stuck inside an underground railway. The beast was measured at a total of 40 meters? That's fucking Goliath! Holy hell! It is believed that the bodies gathered during the war were fed to the creature, causing it to reach the unbelievable size. Cult activity Okay, so I'm noticing with all these little newspaper clippings that like pieced together, but someone's highlighting certain words, and cult activity is highlighted. Hmm.
Surpass this length.
Hmm.
The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts.
Uh-huh.
A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism.
Are you sure about that?
The meat snake locates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to
The meat snake's tongue shares great resemblance to reptilian snake tongues, being able to feel their environment and collect
touch and feel
particles.
its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat,
Okay.
notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby.
Mm-hmm.
This process shares many similarities to regular snakes,
Yes.
hence the meat snake's name.
Okay.
Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole.
Holy shit.
Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
Some will break down soft tissue like skin and the connection points between muscles.
Okay.
Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible.
Okay.
After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake.
Oh my god, that's what the article was about, how it said the corpses were fed. So that means that there is no limit to how big it can get. Like with the one they found in the abandoned mine, it was 40 meters long. Holy shit. So there is no limit to how long it can get, or big it can get. It can go Leviathan size. Can they swim?
Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted.
Why were those mostly human?
Speaking of skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own.
Really?
Each meat snake has a...
That's a human. That is a fucking human. Well, I guess with the news article, it did say... I mean, it says it eats only dead organisms. And during war, plagues, and famine and shit, it gets longer and bigger because it can eat more dead bodies, aka humans. Okay. That's the one we've been seeing. A rhino, I guess, is that one.
its own skull.
I don't know what the hell else it would be.
What that one has consumed.
Yeah, I see that.
During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed.
Okay, but why though?
A meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes.
Okay.
The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
Holy shit.
The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
Okay.
Interestingly, the meat snake is the only member of the Carnis
Look at that big old bastard. He looks like a giant fucking worm.
Family that is able to reproduce.
Oh, they
when a meat
reproduce?
snake reaches an excessive size and is in the conditions to do so,
Uh-huh.
it will commence mitosis,
Ooh.
splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms.
Okay.
Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates,
Moderate?
not too hot, not too cold. Their population depends entirely on the
Look
amount
at
of
that.
corpses available.
Look at that motherfucker. He's like, what the fuck you taking pictures of my bad side for?
Where there is death, there are meat snakes. Humanity will use them to our advantage.
Oh god.
Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease.
Okay.
Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin,
Makes
dispose
sense.
roadkill,
Makes
within
sense.
war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
Okay.
They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them,
Yeah, that looks tame, alright. Real tame.
only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame.
Uh-huh.
Overall, meat snakes are a
Oh.
marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself.
Oh, the tongue.
It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell.
Oh yeah, it's gonna. Oh my god, I didn't even think about the smell. Yeah, it's gonna smell like rotten corpses. That's all it eats.
Our next creature is the mimic.
I'm sorry. Alright, after the stupid fucking ad. After being stranded at sea, the young prince eventually was cast to an island injured. The prince stumbled his way into a nearby cave. The prince used what magic he could to put himself into a healing sleep. Okay.
The mimic.
Mimic. I already don't like it.
The mimic is a bipedal
Oh my
creature
god.
with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy. They
Oh.
greatly resemble humans without skin,
No
with
shit.
added exaggerated features.
Oh yeah.
These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their
Empty.
most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it
Oh.
resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped.
That's
While
good.
the
Oh
mimic
my
contains
god.
much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors,
Yeah.
with some canine and premolars in the back.
Okay.
This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and
Okay.
swallowing chunks whole.
Okay.
A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
I'm sorry, what? You want to elaborate?
Because of this, they are found
No, fuck off. You can't just do that. Meat mimic. So they eat people? Is that the only thing they can eat? Or willing to eat?
solely around human-populated areas.
Oh god.
The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages.
Oh Christ.
In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In
Get that monstrous fucking thing away from
relatives,
me.
but are thin.
I already don't like the trimmings. I'll fucking set the whole fucking water blaze if I saw that thing.
Sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large
Oh my
enough,
god.
it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning. Its
Oh.
hunting style changes and becomes
Oh. Fuck that. So there's a 3rd stage after this, though? The mimic locked inside the home after owner escaped. Well, at least the owner got away. But how the fuck did it get inside the house?
much more complicated. It now stalks and feeds only on humans.
Mimic locked in home after owner escaped. Sir? There's nothing separating you from the mimic. I don't think you escaped. I think that's a bold-faced fucking lie.
Locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target.
Okay.
To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself.
Like,
These include clothing, mannequins, and furniture.
okay, clothings, I get. Mannequins? What? And then furniture? The fuck is that gonna be? Just a fucking sofa going down the street? The clothing one's scary because they know how to put on clothes then. So they're not stupid creatures, they're smart. I guess you'd have to be if you're gonna infiltrate a fucking city of people.
Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable.
Oh god.
This is typically when the human is asleep at night.
Uh-oh.
Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
Okay.
Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal.
You bitch. You wasted bits, didn't you? You skinny, emaciated prick. You wasted food. Stationary mimic found outside of town, presumably digesting last night's meal. So does that mean that if you can find the mimics digesting, you can kill it?
Although, in the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle.
Oh my... That just scared the shit out of me. That was my fucking door. You can't do that.
Cornering themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Oh no, I was not ready for... I'm noticing a theme with all these freaking things. I'm not ready for, like, first-person point of views during the horrors, and I'm not liking it now. I am too much of a wuss sometimes. Please don't. Alright, whoever this is, hide and turn the flashlight off. You could have been a little quieter. Turn the flashlight off! Dude, girl, whoever the fuck you are, please turn the flashlight off. Turn the flashlight off! You're fucking dead, you're an idiot. Is that jingling I hear? The fuck? Turn the fucking flashlight off! Oh my god, I'm gonna get pissed. No normal person would keep the fucking flashlight on. If you really wanted to, you could like put it under your bed or something and pretend you're hiding there, but hide somewhere else completely. That could be a good strategy. Assuming they don't use their nose, I guess. I think you're fucked. Because A, you haven't turned the fucking flashlight off. Oh, you're fucked. Oh, you're fucked, duck. Please, just end it. End it. End it. Oh my... Oh, I didn't want to pause there. Look at the eye! Oh, God! Okay. Okay, well, that was a good look at it. It really does have bulging eyes. And it's like a fake smile, too. It really gives off that uncanny valley effect.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into.
Oh, God.
If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will
Are you
grow
shitting
skin,
me?
hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being.
Are you fucking
It now can
serious?
blend entirely into civilization and lure other humans more effectively.
Alright, now here's a serious question. You can get mad at me for this. Does that mean that you could bang a mimic? Let that sink in, because if they grow hair and everything, and they look like a normal human being, that really would be one hell of a one-night stand. Because it'll be your last night.
The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food.
Okay, and
It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter.
What the fuck?
Its proportions will increase in length.
Elder mimic? Oh my god.
And its humanoid features will fade away.
Yeah,
it
no
grows
shit.
a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly
Is that like a bullet hitting it and it's just pushing it in?
durable, and
Oh my
increases
god.
in strength the more the elder mimic consumes.
So, just like the meat snake, as long as it can keep eating, there is really no end to how dangerous it can get.
This excludes the face, which
Oh!
is now coated in a pale pink
I don't like that.
skin.
Why has nobody made a game about this? I can imagine a whole game based around this world of VITA CARNIS.
The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat,
Ugh.
leaving its mouth a toothless grin.
Mm-hmm.
It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment.
Well, I hope the mimics like this taste of piss and shit, because I would piss and shit myself.
Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet.
Oh, Christ.
Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity,
Oh, shit.
nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter.
Uh-huh.
Here are the instructions.
Okay. Let's see him.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or
What?
there have been mimic sightings.
Okay.
2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities.
Alright. Makes
3.
sense.
If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route.
Are you sure about
4.
that?
In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic,
Mhm.
roll into the fetal position,
Fuck.
protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people.
Okay, 4's bullshit. Nah, I'm going out swinging. I don't give a rat's ass if those fingers can do some serious damage. I'm gonna fucking dig those fucking bulgy eyes of his out. I've got big enough hands, I can probably one-hand choke the fucker. I don't care if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna fucking go fighting. Fuck that field position bullshit, you're just giving yourself to it.
5. If you have a weapon, do not use it.
Fuck
A
off.
mimic is fairly resilient,
I don't
and
care.
any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time.
I don't care.
Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks.
I don't believe that one. Yeah, only the Elder Mimic skin is resilient. Like, super resilient. Yeah, they have tough skin, but I imagine if you fucking shoot their eye, it's gonna take the eye out. Or if you hit them enough, they're gonna lose interest and try to go and run. Because if what it says is true, they don't like chasing prey if they have a clear escape. Well, me blowing your eye out would be a good escape.
6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture.
Okay.
A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey and will move on.
That's so.
Be safe and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs.
No shit. But the prince's sleep was long. He slept for what seemed like forever. As he slept, the land around him changed and grew. It was unrecognizable from when the prince first arrived. But the sleep still needed time to heal the prince. Much more time. But it kept the prince safe while he rested. God, it looked like it said guarding. Guarding. Yeah, that's an error. Guarding him from the elements as the land changed.
The harvester.
Looks like an egg.
The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base.
I'm sorry? Sorry with the wake up.
With a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base.
Okay, but how many tendrils?
The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter.
Damn, that's a big ass
The
bulb.
tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally.
Are you shit?
The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way.
Is that the fucking tendril right there? Or is that like a plant? Because that looks meaty. Like that. It just looks like a giant egg.
A harvester is created when a node, that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground.
Whoa.
The harvester is equipped with 2
Okay, so then here's my question. Does that mean that a crawl can only go into a harvester, make mimic, meat snake, or whatever? Or can a single crawl do all of these things? That's what I'm having trouble understanding.
types of specialized tendrils. The first
Two
type
venoms?
is bulky and flat.
Oh,
They lie
God.
the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines.
I'm sorry, if I saw that, I'm throwing a fucking grenade. Yeah, that or I am lighting it on fire. Whatever the hell I got.
Extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them,
Okay.
that pump 2 types of venom.
Oh good,
On
it's
one
venomous.
side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into,
That's not
causing
good.
sudden paralysis.
That's not good.
The other side can inject an anticoagulant,
Oh,
which when
God.
injected, prevents blood cells from clotting.
It's like a vampire bat with the anticoagulant.
Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently.
Oh,
Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the
Uh-huh.
tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse.
oh God, it's
The animal will
fast.
be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss.
Oh God.
Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy.
Okay.
They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground.
How slowly?
Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps.
So then, if we just say, I don't know, shoot the big bulb, does that mean we could kill it? Or would the crawl just grow another harvester?
Nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester.
Yeah, I figured that.
This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands.
Oh my god, that's horrendous. Because with that one photo we saw earlier, with how the tendrils work, there's so much shit in the way. Even if there is a tendril underneath the leaves, you wouldn't know.
Glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals.
Ah.
A strange behavior the harvester displays is its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens.
So does that mean if you step super slowly and super lightly, that means it won't activate? Because it won't feel the weight.
It could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time. Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing. Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous.
Oh shit.
The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests.
Okay.
If you are stung by a harvester,
you're
there
dead.
will be no way of helping you,
That
there is no cure, and fatality is 100% possible.
Why is there no cure? I forgot to ask this question with the meat snake, but like with the meat snake having like antioxidants, basically can't get sick, why aren't we as a species looking into it to figure out so we can become like that, where we won't have to worry about diseases? And there was another news clipping, I think. Yep. Family attacked by harvester while hiking. I can't read what's crossed out, but authorities refused to handle the harvester, only putting up warning signs and addressing the public to be more careful? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, her son. I see her son. Oh my god. So the entire family got harvested. That was my... Why can't you just shoot the bulb?
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
Well, no shit.
If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around.
That's too small of a fucking sign. You need like a billboard. I'm sorry, but you need like a fucking billboard sign. For this something this dangerous, you need a bigger sign.
If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks.
Oh,
if you
because the tendrils can't fight over the territory with the roots, and rocks go on the ground anyway.
Find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic.
It says, do not run.
Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you.
Is that...
Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any...
What the hell do you mean it's rather forgiving? Attacking a family while they're hiking is not rather forgiving.
Objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, Throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed.
Now here's the problem with that. Those tendrils go over almost to 500 feet long. You see the problem with that?
But don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal.
Oh my god.
Next up is...
What the hell are the other three? We're already in what the fuck we're fucked.
The host.
The host? During a time of hardship. Then the island critters. The critters are struggling in the home. There's barely any food to go around. They will go and gather wherever they... Something. So, it's now talking about little creatures. I'm still trying to figure out what the significance of these, like, passages are.
The host of influence.
Host of influence?
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event.
Okay.
Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease.
Okay.
The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism.
Semi.
It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics.
No shit.
The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place.
Large appendages.
Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins.
Oh.
In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement.
Okay.
The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding.
Oh.
On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air.
Okay.
These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs.
Sorry for that weird cut.
Luckily, spores are body
Sorry for
by
that weird.
being fired
Sorry for that weird cut. It's gone.
into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs.
Okay, yeah, that's a cult. Those are cult people. They got the robes and everything. Okay, so what appeared before that? What the hell is that? It's something red. I don't know what the hell it is.
Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America.
Oh. So fuck us, I guess.
Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and daunting task.
I imagine.
This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one.
Mm-hmm.
The spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled.
Makes
A
sense.
host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances.
Oh,
If
Christ.
an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them.
Oh, no.
An infected organism
So you could just be chilling one day and be like, huh.
will show no symptoms of infection right away, but
Okay.
a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change.
Okay.
The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination.
Okay, well, I already have 1, 2, 3 of these, so that's not helping.
Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles.
Okay.
If you, or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services.
I thought I was gonna say kill them.
After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
Okay.
If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
Okay.
The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps.
You wasteful fucker.
However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the
Okay.
effects will wear off and return back to normal.
That's good.
If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
Oh, so it can move. Okay.
Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one
Only
makes getting
known
info about the host very
of a living host. So people have been able to kill these things, I'm guessing, because this says only of a living host. You don't specify living unless that means you've found a bunch of dead ones.
daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous
No
and
shit.
should be avoided at all costs.
No shit.
Next, the monoliths.
The what?
The monoliths.
Time to go read more of the passage, I guess. Hey, this one's pretty clear. Although one day the critters found the cave while searching for food, they found the prince in trance in his healing sleep. The critters were so awestruck and enchanted by the prince's magic.
The monoliths.
That was horrifying.
The monolith is a very new creature,
Oh.
only showing up in June of 1972
Oh.
in the area of. There are only
Y'all catch that in the area of B.
7 monoliths, all
7?
of them located in a circular position,
Okay.
1.5 kilometers in diameter.
Holy
This
shit.
ring of monoliths surround.
Everyone get that?
The monolith is a Titanic-sized being,
Titanic?
measuring roughly 120 meters in height.
Holy shit.
Each monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly
Those are its fucking legs? You'd think those were fucking redwood trees.
embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso.
That's
The creature
horrifying.
itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands,
I see
tightly
that.
woven together to form the structure.
I see
These
that.
strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of
Is rayable? I have no clue what that fucking word means. Of flashing large bellows of noise, and then one use an EMP pulse? What the fuck?
an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground.
Will sway and strike or any large objects passing the perimeter? So the tendrils, they...
At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away.
Why though?
What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in. During this period, they were extremely aggressive.
Oh,
When the group of were making their way to the
please stop doing that. It's like, bang, bang, bang.
city, the monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out.
Oh Christ.
When military vehicles were dispatched, once they got close enough top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity.
Oh.
Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
Hello? Oh shit. Is that the noise they made? That's bellowing noise?
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed.
Okay.
Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all.
Makes sense.
Ever since, the monolith stands silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery.
So long-range rockets would use. Why not try a bunker buster? They go up so high so they can't sense you, and drop a bunker buster on the fucker's head.
Only adding
I bet that'll do some damage.
more questions to these meat beings.
I almost forgot these are all part of the same family.
And finally, the last creature on this list is
The red dot I keep seeing? The red... Oh, hold on. What the fuck was that? I timed that perfectly. The other one, huh? Something other... Who is this creature? Why are they here? Are they dangerous? A thought was brought up. What if his something could use his magic to help them? It may grow food to heal sickness. They continue to argue Continue to argue about the prince and his magic. Something. And the majority of the critters agreed that the prince was dangerous and should not be meddled with.
The singularity is an orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints
Okay, why the hell did it just take a whole left turn?
of luminous colors within its core. The singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter.
Okay.
The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force.
Okay.
There are also a variety of reading that have been documented coming from the orb itself.
Really?
Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals released by the singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost all info about the singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about the singularity being held by marvelous and
The fuck?
majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living being creatures.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Welcome. Okay. I think what I find really interesting is that each creature here could be its own little analog horror. But they're all part of the same species, the Carnis family. And we saw, like with trimmings, it's like, they're like raccoons, lemmings, I imagine. Then there's the meat snake, which is dangerous, which they say isn't, but then the pictures you see show them clearly getting pissed off at whoever's taking the picture. Then there's the mimic, which is what the fuck. Oh my god. Ooh, that was a long one. Christ. Let's move on to the next one though, shall we? Alright. This is the next video on this playlist. VITA CARNIS Cook at Home Kitchen Cheese Crawl Penne Cook Along. Now, I love cooking, so this better be good.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
My eyes.
Let this feeling in.
What the
Have
fuck?
any information of the whereabouts of
Oh, hold on.
Let this feeling
What the hell is that?
have any
Interprovincial travel production of sensitive material. Wanted by the CSIS. 1988, Dave. If you have any information considering this person, please contact the CSIS. CSIS.
information of the whereabouts of
Okay. I can't.
Be making a dish that has recently gained a fair amount of popularity. Today's dish will be a cheesy crawl penne.
That looks disgusting. Cook at Home Kitchen. Sure will.
To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need. 3 cups of penne pasta.
Penne.
Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh crawl. Try
Oh.
to get a variety of sizes when you buy yours, or when you harvest them yourself. 1 cup
Oh.
of cheese. Half a cup of green onion. 1 teaspoon of salt.
I thought those were green
2
beans.
tablespoons of Cajun spice. 2 tablespoons of parsley. 1 tablespoon of dill. 1 tablespoon of garlic. A pinch of pepper.
Okay.
And finally, the most crucial ingredient.
A bottle
Fire Company's newly released flavor enhancer.
to bring out the
To
richness
bring
of
out
flavor
the
within
richness
each and
of
every meal.
flavors within each and every meal.
You try a co. The flavor enhancer. What the fuck?
First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water.
What? Okay, now hold on. If this type of stuff to eat, why the fuck is that person wearing gloves? I just. You're fucking it up, dude. Seriously, stop it. What the fuck?
Add a pinch of salt, which is used to help the pot come to a boil faster and help flavor the pasta.
Just made a mess.
Then, set aside to boil.
Okay.
Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough mince.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick. You left the plastic on. Oh. Oh, stop it. The noises. Stop it. Stop it. Please, stop it. You're doing a horrible fucking job. It's not even cut. You just fucking butchered
Crawl
it.
is soft on the outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
Oh, please stop. Get the fucking twigs out of there.
Gather the meat and set aside.
Oh. What the fuck is that noise? Oh. Disgusting. Oh, you're not gonna clean the fucking board?
Rough segments.
Oh. Oh. Even with the green the onions they fucked up. This dude does not know how to cook.
Mince and set aside as well.
You're supposed to pick the cut. Fuck it.
Next, grab your skillet and preheat with some oil.
Oh. I'm feeling ill.
Take your minced crawl and spread it evenly across the skillet.
Ugh. Please stop. Please.
Stir occasionally until crisp and brown.
Oh, that's fancy. I've never seen one like that.
As your water reaches a boil, add your penne and stir occasionally.
The what? Oh, the penne noodles. Okay. Oh, yeah, fuck that up. That's good.
Cook until soft. At this time, your crawl will be brown and crisp. Add your minced green onion and then the spices. Mix well. Once your pasta is finished cooking, strain it.
Why are you still wearing gloves? Stop wearing fucking gloves, Christ.
Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish.
Hold on, is he wearing a fucking gas mask? Oh my fucking god, he is! If this is so safe, why the fuck are you wearing a gas mask?
Then add the crawl topping.
I'm looking at him now, does he look pretty wide? Like, I'm hoping you can see my mouse. Like, look at him. It's like, what the fuck? Why does it look like that is weird?
Then add the crawl topping.
Oh. Why do you do this? Why?
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the still.
Also, I thought the first video said that the crawl didn't meet cuisine standards.
Still warm crawl for it to melt.
So this is already bullshit in my opinion, or maybe that one's bullshit. Either way, I ain't eating that.
At this point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer.
What?
Allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, or else the enhancer will not work.
Hold on, what?
Degrees Celsius. But allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius.
No, why would you want to let your food cool? You want to cook in the seasoning and flavor. That's not how seasoning works. You gotta cook it into it.
Or else the
whole reason you added all the seasonings to it when it was cooking.
Enhancer will not work.
Okay, but why? Why won't it work?
And now you may serve and enjoy.
Okay. Whoa, hold on, I just messed up.
And now
Looked
you
away
may
at my
serve
dog.
and enjoy.
I looked away at my dog. What the hell? Hell was that? Oh, nothing. Okay, so it was like an ad. My ears. Okay, hold on. What the hell did I say? Who are they? That's the singularity. Something CP? What is with all these little cuts at the end? What the fuck? Ah, here's another story passage. Although the other critters ignored the rest of their fellow kind, instead they secretly visited the slumbering visitor. They snuck what little food they had and carefully fed it to the prince, greatly hastening their recovery. I gotta go let my dog out, so be right back. Hello! Alright, welcome back. After taking my dog out and getting some snacks. I'm back. Sorry, I got very hungry. But we are moving on from whatever the fuck that was. Which I was reading through the comments, and somebody mentioned that that was a mimic that was cooking. Which makes sense, because why the fuck else would you be wearing gloves and basically full hazmat damn near, if it's safe to eat? And apparently, somebody also commented that the flavor enhancer is actually the spores from the host. But so this must be the cult that the very first video had highlighted. And that we see like two cultists. Anyway, this is VITA CARNIS Guide to Owning a Pet Trimming.
People
I
get
wouldn't.
pets for companionship.
But
They form bonds and grow relationships with these animals, even to the point of them being considered a part of the family. Most people get dogs or cats, but maybe you want something more interesting. Then, you may want to get yourself a trimming.
oh my god.
These lumps of meat have grown a reputation to be a loving companion for many people in the recent months.
It's too moist.
Although, most people may not know the proper ways to care for them.
I wouldn't want to.
Today, we will be showing you how you can care for your pet trimming.
I will pump that bitch across the floor.
Taking care of a trimming is fairly easy,
Yeah.
but this is no reason to slack off. They
Yeah.
are living things and do require maintenance.
Yeah.
The first thing to keep in mind when keeping a trimming is the temperature of your home.
Don't they live
Well,
everywhere?
Trimmings are resilient to both high and low conditions.
Yeah.
You want to keep your base temperature near room temp, maybe slightly cooler.
Okay.
That being said, trimmings prefer warmer areas to nest.
Okay.
A simple setup you may use is a box with some blankets on the inside. Make sure there is enough for your trimming to cover itself.
Uh-huh.
And now, you have a comfy bed for your buddy.
Okay. That's still fucking absolutely disgusting. But I'm starting to see the cute ugly. Like, it's so fucking ugly, it's cute. I'm starting to see it. It's still too moist.
Next, you want to give your
That's the word of the day, folks.
trimming the best diet possible.
Oh my
Trimmings
god.
are not
Excuse
picky
me.
eaters, and will eat anything you give them. To keep your trimming healthy and strong, a diet of dry cat or dog food that is high in protein, provided 2 times a day, is best.
Okay.
As a treat, you may give your trimming any scraps of your food.
Okay.
Things like apple cores, banana peels, or eggshells
Banana.
are a perfect snack.
Okay. What I'm interested in is where's that armadillo looking one that we saw in the trimming video? The spiky one? I want that one. That'd be the one I
A
want.
thing to remember is trimmings are nocturnal and make plenty of noise.
Oh my Christ. It's like... Shut up! It's like owning a
To
fox.
prevent you from having sleepless nights, try to give your trimmings first meal in the late morning or afternoon. This helps them be active during these times instead.
Okay.
Another thing to consider if you want a pet trimming is where they will be living.
Well, with you.
Your home should have enough space for your trimming to roam around.
Aren't they only as big as a basketball?
As well as access to the outdoors, like a backyard. If not, be sure to take your trimmings on regular walks. This gives your trimming the exercise they need, as well.
It looks like a fucking meat turtle. Now that I look at it, it's like got a big ass shell that I can retract its head into. It's got like the beak mouth that a turtle has. It looks like a fucking meat turtle, doesn't it?
As well as allowing them to meet other trimmings. Trimmings are a social creature and need to interact with others of their kind.
Yeah, with that fucking over 400 of them found in the abandoned satellite dish. Yeah, I bet they're very social.
Like how they do it.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. Could you imagine how fucking loud that must have been? Because if that noise was just one trimming, could you imagine 400 of them?
When it comes to entertainment, trimmings are not the most active and aren't the best at fetch or tug of war. But here are other ways to keep your trimming entertained.
Okay.
Some toys that trimmings like are little items they can push, around, pull, or carry. Trimmings also enjoy things that you enjoy as well. Like watching the television or listening to the radio. They love seeing and listening to all the funny things coming from the devices.
Oh, look at its legs. White noise.
After a long day, your trimming might be dirty.
I'm just making sure there's nothing.
After a long day,
Doesn't
your
seem to
trimming
be.
might be dirty and need a wash.
How do you clean something with no skin?
Them, start your bath with a gentle warm water, mixed with a bit of hand or body wash.
Okay.
Gently scrub the trimming's feet, armpits, belly, and neck fold.
Okay.
Remember to be careful around their face, and avoid getting soap in their eyes, nose, and mouth.
Okay.
Gently pat dry with a towel when done. Now your buddy is all clean.
Boop. Okay. That one, alright. I wouldn't want one, but if somebody had one that I knew, I wouldn't be an asshole to it.
As said before, trimmings are social creatures, so be sure to give them plenty of affection.
Okay.
They love receiving pats, scratches, and pets. They also love to sit with you and cuddle. Since they communicate with each other in the wild, it is best to replicate this behavior with them as well. Simply talking to them is plenty enough. You can talk about your day, if anything interesting happened at work, if you are working on any new recipes, or talk about the weather.
Why did it mention specifically recipes?
Trimmings are very good listeners, and love to be involved.
That's so.
With all of these in mind, you are now well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family.
It looks like something that just got stung the fuck out by a bunch of bees or wasps.
Well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family. Do things right, and you will have a companion for a long while.
Fuck me, 8 to 12 years. One day the prince awoke suddenly thanks to the critter's assistance. The healing process had finished very quickly. The prince had fully recovered and was now fully awake and aware of their surroundings. He decided to murder them all. Nah. Surprised by the sudden awakening, the critters ducked and hid from the prince's sight. Okay. Darian? Huh. Because they mentioned specifically a recipe. And the video before this was about using the crawl and using a flavor enhancer. You can't see it, but I'm using quotations. I'll put up a little gif of quotations every time I say it. But yeah. I haven't done this yet, but I'm invested now. So subscribe, Darian. Come on to the meat snake specimen. Let's go. Welcome back. I'll just sit through ads. Now this is VITA CARNIS Meat Snake Specimen Archived Footage. Let's go. This is a shorter one. But this is archived. Archives normally mean something bad happened or something that's supposed to be forgotten. I could be completely wrong. I probably am. I just want to say I'm so sorry for the noises you're hearing, but I am so hungry. I don't know if you're hearing them, but if you are, I'm sorry. Well, boys and girls, I think we're in trouble.
In the year of 1945, with the war finally ended, the cleanup process had started. During routine sweep of the underground train tunnel, the cleanup crew made a grotesque discovery.
That's the snake they found?
Found completely filling the tunnel.
Okay. That does not look like a mouth. There are two things that looks like. An eyeball, because look, you have the eyelids here and then the iris and shit there. Or something else I won't say. But you know what I want to say.
Was a meaty wall, and in the center of the mass was an opening with several skulls surrounding it.
Oh my God.
Closer inspection of the blockage revealed that the mass was actually an extremely engorged meat snake.
That's crazy.
Its impeccable size had blocked off the entirety of the tunnel's path.
Literally, it's a chunky
There was
bastard.
many strange things with this creature.
Ooh.
First was the coloration. A typical meat snake's color is bright reds and light browns.
What's it look like?
This particular meat snake was a very deep maroon.
A deep maroon? Is it because it was gorging itself?
Another strange thing about it was its behavior. This creature barely moved.
Oh my God, that's so fucking cool. Sorry for my language, but that's so cool using the skulls like teeth. That's awesome.
Meat snakes are normally sluggish and encumbersome, but the specimen discovered seemed to lack even basic motor functions.
Really?
Its behavior was that of a plant's. Stationary, with only minor movements within.
Because it got so big?
Assume it was dead. The reason the meat snake may act this way may be...
Alright, those two fuckers they got balls of steel. Tungsten even. I ain't going near that.
Because it was completely lodged in place and minimized movements to conserve energy.
Oh, so it's just stuck. What the fuck they do with it?
But how would it have gotten this deep into the tunnel in the first place? And by the looks of weathering, it had been in there for quite some time.
Yeah.
So how did it get so large? The answer was discovered by a different cleaning crew.
Oh yeah, they
found the other end of the
they found the head or the ass end, because I'm assuming that's the head end?
Tunnel. They followed it until it met with the other end of the meat snake. Alongside it was a huge pile of end of the meat snake. Alongside
was a huge pile of corpses, which it's been eating. Holy shit! Look at that! It's literally filling the fucking mine shaft with bones.
This meat snake's skin also displayed great amounts of resilience.
Really?
It took several days of cutting to even obtain a sample.
Oh my God.
Here, you can see the clear difference between this meat snake specimen.
Yeah. That must be normal meat snake. And this is, yeah, specimen left, normal right. It looks like a fucking kidney. It's like that color, like a kidney color, isn't it?
Versus a normal meat snake's membrane. Testing on the sample showed that it had great immunity to damage. It tolerated extreme freezing temperatures, extreme heat temperatures, and even high doses of radiation.
Wow.
It is a wonder how such durability can occur in an organic creature.
Yeah.
Another strange phenomenon is the smell off the skin. Normally, it would have a sour smell of rotting flesh.
Again, what's it smell like, though?
The specimen displayed a rather pleasant smell, like that of cooking scrambled eggs. Meat snake.
Oh my God.
was later discovered to be missing by unknown survivors. How the meat...
Okay, what the fuck? Who's that? Who's that?
How the meat snake grew in size was discovered to be...
They were feeding people to it. Oh my god, I think I get it now. Holy shit, everything's connecting. But first, let's look at this. One of the critters built up the courage to meet the now awake stranger. They crawled to the prince's side and extended their hand in friendship. The prince reached back, and together they had formed a bond that would change their fate. I still don't know what the correlation of this is. But oh my fucking god, I get it. It doesn't smell like rotten flesh because it hasn't been eating dead people. It's been eating living people. And I bet you it's this cult, or whatever the fuck they are, using that flavor enhancer and shit to try and mask the smell of rotten flesh. I bet that's it. That's fucking crazy though. Because normally a meat snake, as I said in the very first video, takes the head and puts it in their head. But this one has, like, consumed so much, it's just got a mouth. It doesn't have a head anymore, really. It's like a lamprey, almost. If you don't know what a lamprey is, I'll pop a little bit of image, like what their mouths look like. That's what that reminds me of. Let's go on to the next video, though. I'm loving this, how everything's connecting. Oh yeah, one thing before I move on. I've noticed something too, because the elder mimic, if you guys remember, if it gets a surplus of food, it becomes stronger, more resilient, gets darker, and that's the same thing that happened to this meat snake. It's had an abundance of food, so it's gotten darker skin, stronger skin, and since normal meat snakes don't move much, this one's basically... Okay, let's move on. I just wanted to say that before I forgot, because that's really cool, because when it said dark maroon, I'm like, ooh. We are moving on to VITA CARNIS Mimic Defense Instructional Tape. Now, see? I knew that first video had to be some bullshit, because this specifically says Defense Instructional Tape. See? Ow, my ears. Yes, I know emergency alert. Please stop it.
As of the time of this video's release, we have been facing a concerning increase of missing persons and fatalities on a global scale.
Mimics.
The reason for this is because we are under attack. We have discovered that there has been a significant growth of mimic populations, which is threatening public safety.
Which is weird.
National leaders have released this instructional recording to teach you on how to defend yourself.
Here's the thing I hope they kind of cover, is with this increase in population, they have to find they have to find people to eat. But if there's a surplus of mimics, won't the mimics stop fighting each other over territory?
Here is what you need to know about the threat.
Okay, let's see if the
mimics are humanoid, intelligent predators that are highly adaptive and feed solely on human prey.
Okay, so that's my one question, is if they only eat humans, or it's just they can't eat anything else, or they prefer it.
Mimics gain information on people by watching their daily lives and pick to hunt people when they are most vulnerable.
Well, I'm most vulnerable on the toilet, so you really would scare the piss out of me.
The most common times a mimic will attack is when you are asleep, walking alone, or in a cornered position.
Yeah.
Mimics are cautious and calculative creatures, taking precautions to ensure a successful hunt.
Okay.
They utilize various tactics to capture a person by surprise.
Yeah.
One of the more well-known tactics is hiding itself inside of furniture.
Yeah, they didn't really cover this in the first video, because they mentioned the mimics will cover themselves in clothes, use mannequins somehow, and then use furniture. They didn't cover how, though.
To blend into its environment. Common objects that mimics can hide inside are sofas, recliners, wardrobes.
I'm sorry, but fuck that. Could you imagine? How the fuck does it even get in the chest? Because aren't they bigger than humans? I'm sorry, but immediately I am I am ramming something into that eye.
Ottomans, and other places a mimic can comfortably wait. Mimics are able to contort their body in ways that allow them to fit inside smaller places.
I guess that's my question.
They also use it to expand their body, making themselves appear larger for intimidation.
Okay, they're pretty intimidating.
Another method mimics use to blend in is their ability to put on and wear clothing.
Yeah.
Mimics put on layers of shirts, pants, and jackets to hide their bright red skin and blend into densely populated areas.
Okay, but the face kind of gives it away.
Cases, mimics can develop and grow to look very similar to human beings.
That's scary.
Pairing this with clothing, it can be very hard to tell the difference between a mimic and a person right away.
Oh yeah.
If you are unsure if a person is a mimic, look out for key features
that
may reveal their true form. Look for abnormal facial features, like large, bulbous...
What the hell is that? Oh my god, that's horrifying. Oh, abrasius.
Like large, bulbous eyes, flat noses, wide mouths and an uncanny smile.
Some vulgar no-nos.
And clammy skin.
Yeah.
Also pay attention to other exposed body parts like hands. Mimic people will have long fingers with no fingernails.
Ugh.
If you are unable to see their face or hands, watch their walking pattern. Mimics' legs are long and hunched. Their walking will be unusual and irregular.
Okay, so this does lend credence to the cooking video being a mimic cooking. Because they walk funny, they have a mask on, a full hoodie, and gloves on when they're cooking something that's supposed to be edible.
Here is what you do if you are met with a mimic.
Right.
If it stands before you, do not panic. Stand your ground and try to appear larger. Wave your hands and make plenty of noise. Maintain eye contact. A mimic will hesitate to attack a potential threat.
Makes sense.
If you are armed with a weapon, aim for the head or legs.
I knew it!
These are the best areas to hit to immobilize the threat.
Hit him right in the eye.
Fight back and don't let it get a hold on you.
Exactly! Yeah, so that first video is bullshit. And what to do with a mimic. Because this one clearly just said you can fight back and do not let it get a hold of you.
Find a mimic that hasn't discovered you yet. Stay out of sight. Call the authorities and alert them of your location. Stay where you are to avoid startling the mimic. If the mimic gives chase, run. Try to get somewhere out of sight and hide.
Makes sense.
Do not leave the area. Officials will need to locate you to help.
Makes sense.
Stay low and stay quiet. With the information you have learned, use it well, and stay safe.
I will. That was informative. Now what the hell is the other minutes for? Is that cassette tape? A video. That's a good video. Bruce thing. Evidence tape of Christopher. Sorry, hold on. Evidence tape. Christopher and Janice case 1983. Adopt footage for confidential information completed. Discard and destroy all copies of this tape immediately. Okay. Oh.
Got it.
Hmm.
Let's see.
We actually get some more people.
Hey, can we get a move on? 1 sec. Yeah.
This is cool.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
We only have 30 minutes of tape on that.
I know, but just gotta see how it works.
Fair point, you gotta see.
Yeah, well,
I never got to use one of these. Too bad. You were the only person who could film with me, so you're gonna have to put up with it.
Fine.
Screw you. Screw you.
Screw you.
Screw you. Okay.
It's way too dark. 1 sec. There we go. Hello.
It's cold.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You got some light now.
Cool.
But look at that over there. You can't see anything unless I point directly over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Nope, can't see nothing.
Yeah, pretty much well.
Are you sure we should be out this late?
Fine. I'll cook you stuff when we get home. Don't worry.
I'm hungry.
Too bad.
Too bad. We gotta go die. I'm assuming that's what happens with this being an evidence tape.
Shit.
What the fuck happened?
Right, but it still turns off and on randomly for some reason.
Oh, gross.
That's the best thing I could get my hands on, though.
Okay.
Turning on and off, but it's the only thing that they would give me.
Okay.
It works, though. I just gotta watch.
This is gnarly.
It's not my fault this guy lives in a fucking dump. We're almost there. We just gotta get through the woods.
Where are you going? And why?
You see it, though? Hopefully I show up on camera, though. Hopefully there are lights out there. Like, people still live there, right? Can't be that bad.
Pretty dark to me.
Where are you going?
But it was just one guy. I don't know why. Like, why would they get rid of everything?
Are they talking about what happened?
Dogs barking are never a good sign.
No?
No.
Then why are you still walking?
Well, the sky looks nice.
I can't see it.
Can't capture it.
I'd say it's pretty fucking dark.
Barely capture the ground in front of me.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So is this like a couple, I'm guessing? Sorry.
So, what are we doing out here exactly?
That's my question.
Well, supposedly, they found some guy. Like, it was like a grody scene. Like, it was disgusting.
Sorry about that, how's that?
It was like a grody scene. Like, it was disgusting. Like, they had to get rid of the trailer he was in, and then, like, they didn't let anyone nearby, and it was like this big conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm filming that. Hopefully, I get a good mark for it.
Okay. Interesting.
There we go.
So you're doing this for a school project? Or college? What is all that noise I keep hearing in the background? If you jump scare me, I swear to God, I will end the video right here.
We're going.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're on the road. We're right next to it. Like, it's literally up there.
Okay.
Come on. It's not too late yet.
It's
Hungry.
pitch black.
You said that already.
Yeah? I'm still hungry.
Soon, okay? We're almost there.
Okay.
It'll be like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay?
And then
we're
the
on
long.
the road. We're almost there.
And then the long.
Get past the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
And make the way to the trailer park.
Okay.
Then we can go home. Okay?
Okay.
I don't want to be out here either. It's a weird place.
Then why the fuck are you out?
Right here. You go ahead. You can't see a thing.
Where am I even going?
Just up here. There should be a path. Right there. Yeah, right here.
I can't see anything but fucking tall grass.
See, I found the path. We're all good.
Uh-huh.
Yo, look at this. I didn't see this on my way over here last time.
That's
cool. Like, we could get a shot of this in, like, atmosphere, you know?
It just looks like tetanus to me.
Hold on. One sec. Let me get a good lighting on that. There we go. Yeah.
I'm looking in the background to try to find something. Not walking.
It's like old stuff here as well. Anyways.
This entire time you've been pointing light at your damn feet.
We're on the flat part now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're close. The trailer should be right up ahead.
So?
This is where everyone was. There's no one here now, though. Not a single building in sight. Except, like, way over there. But
Yeah.
There's no one here. It's the strangest thing.
I wonder what happens when they relocate stuff.
This is the spot.
Okay.
Right here. Yeah. This thing.
Okay.
Okay. So you take the camera and the light.
Blind, Jesus.
Point at me, but don't point at my eyes, please. Make sure. How do I look? Like a barf bag. Thanks.
Wait a minute. Oh my fucking god, that's the fucking clothing! That's the fucking hoodie and shit from the cooking video that the mimic's wearing. Oh, he gonna die. I'm really hoping I'm right. I'm gonna pull up an image of what the guy in the cooking video is wearing, but I swear God, that's the same attire. Same hoodie and jeans, and especially with the white thing sticking out. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, you gonna read?
Okay. In the year 1980, a teenage boy was coming home from the trailer one late night.
Okay.
Although, when he arrived at home, he found a grisly scene.
Found a grisly sight. Okay.
Detail Barar, his father that he came home to, was found dead.
His father was found dead.
The scene lies before him. Police were called. They came to investigate. Strange thing though, they immediately closed off everything.
Because it was a mimic attack.
No one was allowed near, but only a few witnesses saw what truly happened there. For some reason, the police were acting very weird and trying to keep everyone away and telling little information. And when the information was released to the public, they say it was a suicide. Although, the trailer and most people living nearby moved away pretty much immediately. Police say it was a suicide, but the witnesses that did catch an eye of what happened say the scene was much too grisly to be that.
Mimic.
But police haven't come out about anything yet. So that's why I'm here to answer what truly happened. And that's it for now.
You said grizzly way too much.
What?
You said grizzly way too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
He did.
Okay, should I retry?
Sure.
Okay.
Pause.
That one turned out alright, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, why is it rolling?
If you guys couldn't hear, he was basically saying a 19-year-old boy came home to find his father dead. And basically, the police moved everything and everyone away from this area, and they were acting suspiciously because they knew it was a mimic attack, but they didn't tell anyone. They said it was suicide. But witnesses that got a glimpse of the aftermath said it was too grisly.
Did you catch that?
Oh.
30 minutes to film, and yet you screwed it. I needed someone to film. Alright? No hard feelings, okay?
Okay.
It's pretty scary out here. I know. I understand. Yeah, because, like, back there was the perfect time for a serial killer to just jump out and grab us, you know?
Cut it out. It's scary enough as is. Chris?
Oh, Greg gone.
Chris?
Oh.
Where are you?
He's gone.
Chris! Come on! This isn't funny!
He's Mimic Chow.
Chris! I just want to go home, come on! Fine, I guess I'm going home without you. I'm cold, tired, and hungry. If you want to stay out here and play games, you can.
Well, Chris. He's become Mimic Chow.
Chris? What are you doing? Chris, this isn't funny.
That's not Chris.
Oh! God!
I'm surprised she's outrunning it. Don't think any help's gonna arrive for you. And poor Chris. He didn't deserve it. I mean, I do have to admit it looks kind of goofy. Oh shit. Alright, now you just gotta hide. Get the hell away and hide. Oh, Jesus. Okay. The critters led the prince out of the cave up to the top of the hill. The something had something laid buried under and showed them the forest. This is our home, full of wonder and beauty. Although the forest struggles to provide for all of us critters, and we are facing disaster. Can you help us? Okay. So, a couple things. There's a lot of walking, so I'm probably just going to be cutting that all out. A lot of walking. But secondly, the mimic was eating, but still chased after her. Or maybe it hadn't fully begun to actually eat Chris yet. Next video. Alright, this is VITA CARNIS Species Anomaly Report. That last video with the mimic, he looked a little goofy, but I think it served the purpose. Chinese species log 14. Abnormally documentation harvester. Notable population density shift discovered between the dates of 1989 October 1st and 1989 November 1st. August 1st and November 1st. Maps display the charted populations of harvesters location on a monthly basis. Holy shit! Oh god. Is that the family that got killed while hiking? Yep. Oh god. I already read some of the reports, some of the newspaper article. It don't sound too well for them, including their boys. Oh god. Okay, that... I thought the harvesters couldn't move. The tendrils. Oh god, I'm waiting for it. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm waiting for it. Oh! Oh. 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 Oh my god. Just eating the bones and everything. Oh my god. Yep. Oh. Oh my god. That was not easy. Holy hell. I have nothing but shivers and chills and spines. I just, oh my god. I just. That really just hit me hard. Oh my god. Oh, God. I knew it was coming because I read the newspaper article, but still, man, I'd set the whole fucking forest ablaze. I will start a forest fire. I saw that makes no sense because in the last video they say that they stay by trees and rocks. But if you're in the forest, you're surrounded by trees, and yet the boy still got got. How the fuck did they get to the island? They're congregating. Why are they congregating? Oh God. Oh. Oh my God, that's horrific. Oh my God. Oh Christ. Oh my God. I've got chills and everything. I can't fucking read that. Somebody in the people in the comments have been saying what each article says, but I've been able to read it so far. So that's cool. The prince stood back, spread his arms, and before him grew a bright light. Mythical shapes and colors, lights and figures, the critters watched with wide eyes, such sublime brilliance. The prince completed his display. He vowed with the power he held in the help of his kingdom, he shall heal their home. So because I remember reading, like I said, I couldn't read it all, but I read bits and pieces of the newspaper. It said son and then mother. And right there it confirmed the son and mother both got killed by the harvester. But it seems, just like a lot of the things with the first video we watched, they lied. They don't wait for you to die to pull you on the ground. And I think that's what the transitions were when they were screaming, because they're underground. They're being pulled on the ground and digested slowly. Oh my God. That actually, damn, I got teary-eyed, man. Just the effect that both the mother and her child were pulled on the ground and slowly eaten alive. Next video. Alright, this is VITA CARNIS Flavor Enhancer commercial.
Flavor. The most crucial component to enjoying a good meal. The way food tastes is what makes eating so pleasurable. But what if you could savor every little detail you could possibly want? That is why we, at Nutrier Co., have made it so that you may enjoy every single bite you take. With our product, the Flavor Enhancer, you can extract every last morsel of taste from your plate. With overwhelming demand for this essential product, even since our start earlier this year, we have delivered what you wanted. Now introducing the Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Now packaged in a larger size and modified recipe, there is now even more savory goodness to go around. Since our debut in mid-1990, the Flavor Enhancer has shown to be a major hit, with our product flying off the shelves. The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe will allow us to satisfy your growing, tasting needs. Now allowing you to add even more enhancer to your dinner,
oh my God,
making your food even better to enjoy.
That's too much.
The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, available on shelves now.
Apply enhancer below 60 degrees Celsius for optimal flavor.
Nutrier Co. Experience true savor.
Ow, my ears, the bomb's dropping. Oh my God, I gotta take the headphones off.
These larger serving sizes make dining even more pleasant, now allowing more generous amounts of enhancer at a time.
He sounds so happy.
Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Now available in stores near you. Nutrier Co. Experience true save.
Oh my, please stop.
Make your taste buds pop with the new deluxe size. Make tasting even more awesome.
That looks disgusting.
Awesome.
And I love mac and cheese.
Spoil your kids with this essential part of every meal.
Oh.
Nutrier.
The people screaming in the background does not help. It seems that Nutrico has tried to make the same commercial multiple different times.
Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Required for all meals, no matter how small it seems, just a little more.
That's not a little.
Crucial to everyday eating.
You need the flavor enhancer to enjoy eating.
I'm good. I'm good. Consume me? I'm sorry. Okay, cold. Not healthy. Buy now. New flavor, buy now, available now. Now available, now available. Buy now, my ears. Oh my god, I'm taking my headphones off. Okay. Yeah, so this is a cult that they mentioned in the very first video, making these commercials for VITA CARNIS. And that's clearly very cult-like, obviously, saying, you need it, you must have it, eat me. Prince gathered what he could and then set sail onward. Once the prince returns home, they will come back to the island and return to the critters. Okay, yeah. I was right when I said something mentioned that the flavor enhances the host spores. Because it looked just like it, because it's so yellow. But my question is, how has this company gotten so much of the spore? I mean, I imagine a mimic could get it, but when we see the hand shake all the stuff on it, it's very human. It does not look like a mimic hand. Unless the mimic can eat so many people, it does look like that. Next video. This is Tape Uncovered Documents. Really bright brand product from Nutrico is an instant hit with record sales. Nutrico is facing charges after numerous reports of sickness after consumption of their product, the flavor enhancer. Only statements made from the company so far dismissing any issues that their product is safe to consume. Yeah. What does that say? Oh, flavor enhancer. But the triangle, yeah. Yeah, oh my god, I didn't even realize that. Yeah. In the video where this guy flashed up on the screen, it was with the Meat Snake video. The Meat Snake documentary, this guy flashed on the screen. I didn't even realize the little symbol he has with flavor. Oh my god. Yep. Oh, it's the fungus. The fungus that grows out of... makes a flower grow out of the ant. Yeah. These are brain scans after flavor sampler. Yep. Yep, they're the spores. Yep. Caucus conflicts with NAT, the private organization of Containment and Research Consult Association Society Caucus, has been experiencing backlash from government agencies about cooperation and violation of newly introduced policies of, I'm guessing, VITA CARNIS. Be my guess. But new log. Now, message to Caucus. Oh, what the fuck? That was it? Alright, now this is VITA CARNIS message, so I guess we're gonna see what the guy sent to Caucus. December 30th, 1990. Let's go.
In the distant horizon,
monoliths.
The group of monoliths stand vacant. Although closed off to outsiders, their stance can be observed well outside the perimeter.
Yeah. Message Caucus, yep.
It is known to have hundreds of thousands of fibers that weave themselves deep underground, all connected in a grand mycelial network.
Jesus.
You might be confused as to why you received this package. This was left to you because we share a common goal.
Yeah, so. Okay.
I'm aware that you studied Carnis and researched their properties.
Yeah.
I'm also aware that you have received backlash for doing so.
Oh, about, yeah.
Something isn't as it seems, and you know this too.
Okay.
Unexplained phenomenon.
Brady siblings tape. Oh, they were siblings!
Missing persons.
Yep, Christopher and Denise. The mother and son.
Normal silence about these affairs.
Yeah.
People are afraid and confused.
I imagine.
Nothing being done.
Yeah.
Because they don't want us to know.
Yeah.
We've been kept in the dark, while those above us slither and miss the blind.
True meat snakes.
They have slowly been building our minds and their schemes.
Yeah.
They've made one crucial error. Trails, crimes, traces of information.
Oh yeah.
I've collected these pieces and found their loose ends. This is why I've left this message to you.
Yeah, the houses are enclosing.
It's included with the standard. It's all the information that I've gathered.
Okay.
Every continuity, every cover, every clue that I can find.
Okay.
All lead here. Something has been going on these few years.
Yeah.
Something big. Something they don't want us to know about.
Is this where the monolith is?
Something they don't want us to know about.
No, the singularity.
Here's where you come in.
Okay.
I don't have the power to change things.
Makes sense.
You do. Alongside the documents, our plans.
Cult gathering pandemic. Many cultist sites have appeared across the country that are being used for rituals and other meetings.
You have the resources.
Monolith host EMP signals matching.
With this information I've provided to you, I hope you can put a stop to all the scandals.
Yeah, that was the singularity.
I just hope it isn't too late.
Oh my god, it's the fucking triangle. So there's a triangle inside the singularity?
The monoliths are truly an astonishing sight to behold.
Here. My eyes. Yeah, here it comes. Oh, the monolith. Okay, more to come. Okay. So this is the message the guy sent to Caucus. Okay. Now moving on to Facility Zero, and then we just have one more, his newest New Beginnings. I hate ads, but this is VITA CARNIS Facility Zero. Or Facility O, I guess, if you wanna. way be specific. This is the mysterious carcass. Boom.
Mission brief. Three ground teams are tasked with infiltrating a previously abandoned mall titled Facility 0.
Really?
Which is located in the restricted zone based on our info.
Of the monoliths?
The mission will take place in 3 stages. Infiltration, encirclement, and ambush.
Okay.
Primary objective is to capture the facility and seize the items of interest for extraction.
Makes
Numerous
sense.
armed guards are located within the facility.
Take them out.
Avoid detection and keep up your guard.
Instructions coming as follows: remain on standby. Once all entities have been...
Alpha team, in position.
What's all the red?
Beta team, in position.
Are those the harvesters?
Gamma team, in position.
I think those are the harvesters.
Beginning phase 1.
Yep.
Clearing pathway now.
I was right. They are harvesters. That's to say, pop that bitch.
Pathway cleared. Give us the green light.
Did you kill it? Or just put it to sleep? Because it looked like nothing happened to it.
Copy. Green light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
Okay. I guess they killed it. Cool. They can't just shoot those. That's good.
Alpha team, copy. Beginning advance.
Yep, they're in the monolith
All
circle.
right, we're heading out. Move, move, move!
I was right. The harvesters are moving around the monoliths for some reason. Oh yeah, he popped that bitch. Popped that sucker like a zit.
Police, get what you fucking deserve!
Fuck all harvesters. We hate harvesters here. The VITA CARNIS kind, not the collect food kind for humans. I was gonna say thieves.
Lights off, come on. Move.
Lights off. What the fuck's happening? Hey Monolith, how you doing? Hey there. So is this the thing where the no, this can't be. Can it? Oh, the upside down triangle's the monolith.
Keep your distance. Single file.
Say, stay the fuck away from that thing. Is this the incident where the monoliths attacked? No, this has to be a different...
Halt! In position, awaiting green light.
No, this is different. Okay. Entrance? So I'm guessing the cult has taken up shop here then. For what reason though, we don't know. I'll piss myself if I see a mimic in here.
Eyes are secure. Turning blind. Lights green.
Copy. Green light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
So if I see a mimic, I'm pissing myself. Especially if it's an elder mimic. Ooh. They fucked. Unless they brought some armor piercing. Okay. Entrance. Again. I like this so far. I like it. I mean, I love the entire series. Honestly, I'm falling in love for it. But I'm really liking this one video so far. This one. Here they go. Here they go. Come on, put a stop to this madness. Madness. Come on and do it. Single file is what I'm looking for. Sneaky. Well, I don't feel bad. I do wish we got to see it though. Would have been cool.
Alpha team in position. We are experiencing mechanical interference. Should we resume? Copy. Phase 3 is still a go.
Because of the monolith. Because of the monoliths? Or the singularity?
3, 2, 1. Breach.
Since they get ready to pop some caps. I'm blind. There's something going on in there.
Get down! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Get down! Get down! Put down your weapon! Get down! Put down your weapon! Put your hands up! Get down! I said get down!
Shoot him! There you go. Let's go. I can't hear myself talk. It's so loud. And all I'm seeing is fuzz. That looked like a bunch of singularities together. Okay. They're all dead, I guess. Oh shit. VITA CARNIS. Season 1 finale? Yep. What a hell of a finale, too. Made by Arian Relay Special Thing. Hey, that's cool. He scouts out a bunch of people. That's awesome. I'll let it play. Luke the Duke of Voices, the Sleepy VA. Shout out to everyone, honestly, who's helped. Film Theory, Crown, Mojian, Minaxa, Maxine, 8-Bit Ryan, AZFK, and Baz. Lo-Fi supporters. Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome, though. And you. Aww. That's sweet. That's a hell of a season finale. More to come. Alright. I'm gonna look at the comments real quick. But then we're gonna be moving on to the final video that the most recent one he's released so far. Alright, we have finally reached the end of this long video. If you actually stuck around with me to the end so far, thank you so much. Definitely show some love to Darian Quayle. I'm butchering the last name, I know I am. And VITA CARNIS New Beginnings. This was uploaded as I'm recording this 3 days ago. Video talks about and shows images of graphic content, flashlights, gore, violence, and death. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh yeah. Let's begin with New Beginnings.
Today something has happened within the restricted zone, where a large group of cultists have been apprehended. Several teams of military personnel have arrested some high-ranking
military veteran Simon Vanguard found out to be the head of the secret organization. Simon was arrested on the raid of Lamborough Mall, where he was found leading high-ranking cult members in a ritualistic sacrifice. Custody of Simon was handed over to police by caucus, or he will face trial for his crimes. Just shoot him.
cultists and have unmasked their identities to the public.
Awesome.
Several of these members are well-renowned politicians and high-ranking members of multiple governments across the globe.
I'm not surprised.
Providing sufficient proof of the atrocities that were being committed. Some of these crimes include murder, kidnapping, torture, ritual sacrifice,
chemical weaponry. Yep, flavor saver.
The members are found guilty of deliberately providing false information to the public in an attempt to cause harm.
The new Trier Company has been found to have very significant ties with cultist activities and has been shut down.
Fuck yeah.
All new Trier products have been deemed hazardous for consumption.
Yes.
Cultivation farms are facing pressure to shut down.
Public unrest grows as the
Mimics.
Trier cult case brings more crimes
Keep that
were hidden
fucker
away to light.
The people are outraged by how little was actually being done.
They demand that something be done to handle the Carnis species.
Go on the run. Fires out of control as riots continue. I don't blame him. I'd fucking burn every fucking thing I found that was meat crawl related. That's the art secret water. But that's awesome. They got the water and they actually did it. And there's the singularity. We still don't know what it is.
Welcome to Magister's Wonder Show.
I thought it said Magister's Monsters.
I am the Magister, and get ready to explore all of the world's wonders.
Okay.
Today, we are learning about the circle of life.
Oh god. Caucus. Dr. Marshall Travis, Head Director and Doctor of Caucus. Progress Report, VITA CARNIS. Date 1991-06-30. VITA CARNIS. Join Verum. I really should remember.
Report number 4. We still know very little about the nature of the entities.
Yeah.
There are 7 singularities in total.
Yep.
Each singularity is roughly 1 meter in diameter.
Why would you touch it?
They are made of an unknown material, although it looks and feels very similar to glass. We are unable to sample it in fear of causing potential damage.
Makes sense.
The material is very dark in color, but has red shimmers of light swirling inside. There are some hints of other colors present, but is mostly dominated by the red.
Yep.
Each entity hovers above the ground in a stationary position, although they can be moved with relative ease.
Oh, so they're easy to
Our
move.
equipment can detect some...
I mean, I guess they would have to be if you formed a circle with them like we saw at the end of the last video when they were doing the ritual.
subtle pulses of energy in rhythmic but random patterns.
Interesting. Sounded like something laughing. Sounds like ho 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 ho. Doesn't it? Or is that just me? Sounds like laughing to me.
We don't know what they are.
It's a ball.
We don't know if it is breathing or communicating.
I don't know.
We don't even truly know if they are even organic.
Oh, no.
This is nothing new, just confirming what we already know.
Just in case you forget.
Our first experiments didn't give any interesting leads. The most we got was some interference with electronics.
Okay.
Especially when there is more than one kept close together. But the experiment we conducted showed extremely significant results.
What'd they do?
The experiment played out like this.
Okay.
In test chamber 1, a live cow was released into the chamber with V1 for an extended period.
Oh, poor cow.
They were left together for 24 hours. The test showed minimal results from the entity and an increase in stress from the cow.
It looks like a Playmobil cow. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of like old school like stop motion Playmobil. Sorry.
Next, the body of a cow was put into the chamber with V1 for 24 hours.
So a dead body.
The results were extraordinary.
It messes with dead things, doesn't it? Crawl straight from it. Holy shit.
5 hours after the whole body had been ingested, concentrations of crawl rapidly grew from several points from within the chamber. What this could mean, it rewrites everything we knew about the VITA CARNIS species.
I was gonna say, that means that the crawl, it comes from the singularity, so the singularity is actually at the top.
Allow the crawl to grow out.
First, a young larva hatches from within its egg. It will roam around and find food to help it grow and grow. Once they are big enough, they transform into a pupa. And after some more time, they transform into an adult beetle. The adult beetle will go out into the world in search of food.
Dr. Rhodes and their
Audio
accounts.
log. Progress report for crawl samples.
Raw samples.
Cultivation has been successful. So far, we grew them with 3 specific environmental factors. 1 is our control group, 2 with access to additional nutrition sources, and 3 with exposure to radio signals.
Okay, I'll be right back. Let my dog out. There's another break. Sorry about that. My baby girl, my dog, her belly hasn't been feeling the best recently. I gotta make sure she's okay, keep putting her out, because she'll run for the door. Okay.
Group 1 grew on par with standard crawl samples.
Yeah.
No distinct abnormalities.
It's crawling.
Group 2 grew at a faster pace than the control group, as expected.
Because it was
no
motivated.
distinct abnormalities.
Yeah.
Group 3 grew against its normal pattern, weaving its way toward the radio. Once the device was claimed, it switched to usual growth patterns.
Okay, now that's interesting, because if you remember the very first video, a news clipping popped up saying there were a bunch of trimmings found underneath a giant satellite dish.
Again, no distinct abnormalities. In conclusion, the samples that were grown in V1's test chamber don't seem to differ from others grown from other sources. Still, we will continue with more factors and further groups, just in case.
Just in case?
There have been some developments in the propagation group.
Uh-oh.
V1 samples have seemingly been able to produce nodules at a slightly quicker rate than wild samples.
Uh-oh.
Control groups show that V1 samples begin node development a few days faster.
Uh-oh.
More time will be needed to say for sure. As for the nodes themselves, there aren't any distinct abnormalities.
Or the meat
We've
snake?
successfully hatched a dozen Carnish juveniles, several trimmings, 2 meat snakes,
How many mimics?
and even 1 mimic.
1 mimic,
We will
okay.
be sending them to the enclosures after everyone's reports get sent out.
Okay.
End log.
Okay, that's good. That's good, they at least got... Yep, there's a satellite dish.
And then is ground into a fine mince, and is now ready for the garden.
Yep, the crawl compost. Trimming specialist. Finitro. Fawn Finitro.
Audio log. Progress report for trimming colony.
Trimming colony.
Significant progress in learning the social patterns of a group of trimmings we have been keeping together.
Alright, good.
A new batch of juveniles were added to the main colony at the beginning of the new progress report. They were accepted into the community immediately.
Very good.
No conflict or rejection observed.
They are social.
They did provide the circumstances to document more of their interactions. Trimmings communicate through a series of vocal cues.
Oh, yeah.
Members meeting the new batch with squeaks and squeals.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
They also are not afraid to show us when they are upset. Trimmings also use some physical displays as well. For example,
Can they grow?
trimmings do a chewing or chatter motion with their mouths when they are happy or interested in something.
Huh. That's cool.
The experiment that we performed was to explore the extent of their communication skills. The test went like this.
It looks like a meatball.
We took one of the trimmings and had them in place in a modified enclosure.
Okay.
A speaker would play 2 separate audio cues.
Okay.
A positive cue would play, followed by a treat. And a negative cue, followed by a small spray of cold water.
Ah.
We did several rounds of both audio cues to condition the trimming's response.
Ah. Wow, Jesus. Yeah, they do that. Yep, because it recognized the noise and immediately backed away.
After the test, the trimming was released back to its colony. And after a few hours, we tested how much the trimmings communicated.
Yeah.
Another speaker was placed near the colony's enclosure.
Ah.
And we played the same audio cues. It is incredible.
They really are like
See
toddlers.
how layered their social interactions can be. Although, we tried something a bit bizarre.
Oh, great.
We found out that a wild colony had settled around the facility recently. It was strange what we did.
Uh-oh.
It was a long shot. We set up a radio device near the wild colony and near ours.
Oh.
We linked both devices up and
let them talk?
Played the cues.
Oh. It's like a hive mind.
There's many dangers out there in the world.
It's like
there
a hive
are many
mind.
predators that would love to have beetles for a snack. And unfortunately, not all beetles make it. Yes, it is sad, but that's how the circle of life works.
Yeah.
But look, one of the beetles has laid eggs. And once the beetle's eggs hatch, the beautiful cycle starts again. And life continues on.
Alright, you got close to the end. I don't want it to end. Oh my god, that was it? Okay. Well, this is good though, because it allows us to get into the specifics. With the operation being a success, taking down the cult, at least some of the cult members, and some good high members of the cult, we also were able to figure out that the trimmings are hive mind. Because even though the wild ones outside, they interact with the ones inside, but they still recognize the cues. So that's like a hive mind. Almost. They saw the singularity is the one that creates the crawl, and it's only done so from dead organisms. A living organism does not do anything so far. But yeah, now I'm really interested to see, the test on the other, because I feel like that's where this is going, testing out the other species. Because they have 2 meat snakes and 1 mimic. The mimic is going to be interesting. Truly interesting. But, with that out of the way, that's it for VITA CARNIS so far. Definitely go subscribe to Darian. It is awesome. I loved every second of it. I really did. I can't wait for more, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to find out more. But, like always, we've come to the end of this long video. I'm so sorry it's so long. But think of it like this. If you don't want to watch it, you can just turn it on and listen to it and me. But if you did enjoy, please let me know. Please. And subscribe. Please. Please subscribe. Leave a like. Please. And share it with a friend, family, or even a stranger on the street. Say, hey, look at this. And with all the usual pleasantries out of the way, I'll say what I always say. Bye-bye.